Steve, we've got loads of our fighters all over the place. We've got a few kids over in Saudi Arabia with Amir Khan. We've got Joe Eco.
Yeah, Joe Eco's over there as his main sparring partner for the Billy Dib fight. So
great experience for him.
Yeah, fantastic. Sets him up nicely as well for a good camp for when he comes back to fight in Oldham on August the 3rd. And Carl Lomotey's over there having a fight as well, which, you know, it's good for Carl because he's not a big ticket seller and it's hard to keep him busy, but because of this opportunity, he's got this fight, and then he's also in the Contender VIP in September, so it's worked out really well for Kyle. So hopefully he'll win over in Saudi, he'll win the semi-final of the Contender VIP and get to the final night in December. So that's 3 fights hopefully penned up for the year for him, which is good because he is a talent, you know, and he has been a bit hard, but we're getting him there, yeah.
And then the weekend just gone, we had a big show in Manchester cancelled where we had quite a bit of interest. We had Jack Cullen that was going to be fighting for the Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Where's that left him now, mate?
Yeah. You know, it's bad, isn't it? You know, a lot of shows have been cancelled, and it's very rarely that the big shows get cancelled because of the undercard bouts not kind of coming in shape. But you know, it must have been one of them for Eddie Hearn where he was jinxed from the start because he had a couple of top of the bills which never come to fruition. Then all of a sudden Scott Fitzgerald's out against Brian Rose, and he did wonders making Fowler beat Brian Rose, so he got that done. Then Felix Cash pulled out against Jack Cullen, our lad. Then Jack Massey's pulled out against Lawrence Coley, so it was just a nightmare for him, and obviously he's had to pull it, not because of any other reason. The Sky want a better quality show than he was left with, so I feel sorry for him.
Where does it leave Cullen though?
Well, the situation with Cullen is that Cash has still got a bad hand and not ready to fight. It's worked out quite well for him because they're doing the show August the 2nd in Liverpool now, which will be Fowler against Brian Rose top of the bill, and they're very kind, they kept Jack on that bill, and he's going to defend his English, which was proving difficult on a week's notice for the last one. So there's a couple of names going into the board on Wednesday, so we should be announced on Thursday that Jack will be defending his English on August the 2nd, and then the fight after that will be Cash when his hands finished for his Commonwealth. So in a way, they say things are meant to be. He's going to get an extra fight, he's going to get extra experience of on the big shows, so it's worked out well for Jack, even though he probably wouldn't say so because he was training to fight for the Commonwealth title on July the 6th, and he didn't do it.
Disappointment with Rhys Cartwright pulling out as well, hasn't he?
You've got to look at the positives rather than negatives, and I think long term it'll do Cullen well, so I'm happy about that.
Well, you mentioned before Scott pulling out with an injured hand. Have you spoke to him, and what's next for him?
Yeah, I spoke with Scott and Eddie, and obviously Scott was having a fight and then fighting Cheeseman, and Cheeseman was having a fight and fighting Scott. Cheeseman's had his fight. Unfortunately, we missed out on ours, and there won't be another one for us, so we're straight into the Cheeseman fight, and we're going to get a date at the end of the week, which will either be the end of September or early October for that fight, and we're not too sure where it's going to land, but hopefully it's going to be local for us.
He's still champion because in his last fight he drew, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
So he doesn't have to defend because that was a voluntary against that other kid, wasn't it?
Yeah,
so
yeah. No, Scott's the man, just he's got to fight Scott next.
Right, okay. Now we'll talk about the Ultimate Boxer because we've got quite a few fighters involved in that. Not in the tournament, but filling in between.
Yeah, ticket sellers on the undercard there. I mean, it's a great fight for the central area, which you've been told is going to be shown live on BT in between the semi and the final of the Cruiserweight one, which is Jack Cullen.
Jack Kilgannon.
Sorry, Jack Kilgannon, yeah. I was just trying to think who he's fighting then.
John Telford.
John Telford. So it's Jack Kilgannon against John Telford, and obviously Jack Kilgannon's a VIP lad, but John Telford's fought on numerous of our VIP shows, and it's going to be a cracking fight, and I think they've done well choosing that one for the live TV slot. I
went down to interview both of them near enough on the same day, and it's one that I'm excited about that because it's a genuine 50-50 fight, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's a good timing for both the kids, and you know, if they win, they move on. If they lose, they're in the same position as they are now. So there's no harm in both of them taking the fight. I mean, from my personal point of view, I'm actually away on holiday now. I'm not sure whether I can get to watch BT in Portugal, but I don't want to miss that fight. So we'll have to work something out. But we've also got Brad Ray on there. He stepped in for Tom Faddle, who was going to fight on it, but got a little bit of a niggling injury, so couldn't do it. And also Ben Mulligan. So
well, Brad Ray's got to step up though on that show, hasn't he? Isn't he fighting?
He's fighting Alistair Warren, which is a good little step up for him. Yeah. So that's all good. And in a way, those three kids would have all been on August the 3rd for me, which would have meant that some of the kids who are on now wouldn't have been able to get on. So it's worked out quite well.
The third one is that Ben Mulligan that you were talking about, the name, but Ben Mulligan, very unlucky fighter, isn't he? I mean,
Yeah.
always picking up injuries or coming down with something.
Listen, boxing's like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a very unforgiving sport. I think I heard Anthony Collins say that boxing loves no one, and that's one of the best statements I've heard about in boxing. And you know, hopefully everything goes all right for Ben, and he's come out and he's had a bit of experience of fighting on another big show, because he's fought before on the TV shows, and he'll set him up for the new season, because a couple of fights time he'll be going into titles, won't he? So it's all good for him. Maybe the rest that he's had simply because of a few illnesses will do him good.
You never know. And then we've got a few fights. We don't know the full cards and everything, but your first show of the new season, September, Liverpool, where we've got Tom Farrell topping the bill.
Faz is going to top the bill on that one, and I'm looking for a good fight for him at the moment, whether it's eliminated for the British or maybe something like a WBC International Silver. We'll find out in the next week, but Faz will be out topping that bill. Got a great undercard for him. Week after September 28th, we're going to get Flatley defending his English title. Again, another great undercard. Then in October we go in Ellesmere Port, and the top of the bill there'll be Mason Cartwright, and a bit like Fazza, we're just looking for either eliminator for the British or maybe a WBC International Silver belt for him. So there's going to be some juicy fights topping the bill, and hopefully we'll be announcing soon some of our own kids fighting each other's on the undercard. Quickly on the undercard in Ellesmere Port, the Mayor of Birkenhead is going to come back and have another go. So Mash is coming out, and he's always good fun and gets the crowd excited. So it'd be nice to have him back.
So plenty to look forward to then, mate.
Yeah, considering it's supposed to be the quiet holiday period, we're pulling our hair out as normal. But listen, it is what it is. You got to crack on with it. Yeah.
All right, Steve.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.